All right, guys. So as you can see, I've drastically increased the quality of my videos by adding this little microphone right here. Getting pretty serious. Anyway, today we are going to talk about how to maintain a lean physique once you have done the hard work and acquired it. The reason why I'm making this video is because I currently have a few clients who have managed to stick to the plan and get in really, really deadly shape. And also I just did a show and I am in very good shape and I want to maintain that for a while and enjoy being nice and lean and full. So this is the way that I like to structure that. I'll explain the way that I structure it, but I'm just going to go into a few little pieces of information. A lot of the people that you see online who, are guys like, I'm going to use John Meadows, for example. He's got a ton of muscle in his frame, and he stays in good shape all the time. It doesn't look like he's trying to build any more big lean tissue. I think maybe his competitive days are over, but he stays lean, hard, and full, because part of what he does is, make training videos and set an example for people. But if you watch his stuff, he eats pancakes and bacon in the morning. He has meals with his family. He has little treats here and there. Like he's obviously someone who likes food. He's not some like crazy strict guy. But I 100% guarantee you that these people that you see who are lean, who show you little glimpses of their food, eating kind of crappy food here and there, some pizza here, some like cupcakes there, some pancakes for breakfast or whatever. I guarantee you that what you don't see a lot of is that in between that, they're eating meals that are just boring, high protein, low saturated fat, lower carbohydrate meals, right? Like if you see someone who has one big meal a day and a few snacks, the rest of their meals are probably clean. So that's the way that I personally do it. And there's tons of ways you could do it. You could do it, what I call it is like the 80-20 diet. I think that that's a good ratio. And that means something along the lines of 80% of the food that you're putting into your body is clean, and 20% of it is things that are not so much dirty foods, but foods that are more enjoyable. And when you have an education of food, those more enjoyable foods can be better choices as well, right? It's like, if you're going to go and eat a nice steak, potatoes dinner, right? Rather than a pizza. The macronutrients on those are drastically different. Steak is very high in good amino acids for protein synthesis, where a pizza is probably the worst ratio of macronutrients in terms of the way it's going to affect your physique. It's fat, crappy carbohydrates, and low quality meat most of the time. Deli meat is the lowest form of meat in terms of the actual protein and amino acids that are within it. Anyways, so you can structure an 80-20 diet in terms of 80% of your week is clean, and then you go and have a bunch of meals on the weekend. Or you could structure it, maybe 3 days a week you have cheat meals, or you could even do it daily, right? If you're a person who knows a lot about food or is coached by a good coach, you could do an 80-20 diet on a daily basis. And that's what I'll do because I am in complete control of my own food and I know exactly how my body works, and I know I'm highly educated on food and the way that food affects your body. So not only will I take into account the amount of calories I'm consuming, but what macronutrients those are made of. So how much protein I'm getting a day, how much fat I'm getting a day, and how much carbohydrates I'm getting a day. And also how I'm using those macronutrients. Because believe it or not, I do believe somewhat in meal timing, utilizing more along the lines of for myself, knowing how my body uses its own insulin spiking, carbohydrate timing is what I'm talking about mainly. If you're a person with a low percentage of body fat and you know how to use carbohydrates and time them properly, it's going to help you to not store those carbohydrates as fat and more utilize it in conjunction with your natural insulin release to feed muscle cells rather than feed fat cells. That's when you're lean, you can get away with a lot more. Okay, if you're already fat, you should not be you really need to be aware of your carbohydrate intake. Because if your pancreas is working overtime and you're releasing a ton of insulin in your blood, then all that glucose is just going to be absorbed and used by your fat cells. So that's a whole nother video. What I'm saying is that you can structure a diet to allow for good foods if you are lean enough, and only if you are lean enough. And that's where most people get into big problem, is because they're perma-bulking, they've got body fat on their body already, and then they're just continuously eating garbage foods every day. It's consistency. You are consistently a product of what you do. So if you're eating clean all the time, it's like I just did my prep. I ate clean for 3 months and I got shredded. Okay. Now I'm going to go on what I call a maintenance diet. So my goal now is to remain full, lean, and strong. So I will do that by doing an 80-20 diet daily. So my diet looks something like this, because I don't like eating in the morning. I'm having a couple scoops of whey isolate, a little bit of fat from avocado oil, all my vitamins, fiber supplement, and then I'm off to the gym. And my training is going to be higher volume, so I'm burning more calories while I'm training. And then I'm going to do just a steady, moderate state cardio afterwards, 20 to 30 minutes. And then that's for my training. And then post-workout is when I'll have some good carbohydrates along with protein. And then throughout my day, I've got meals of lean fat and vegetables. So my calories from my clean, controlled meals will be somewhere below my total daily energy expenditure, below the calories that I need to maintain my weight. Then I allow myself to have one meal a day with my family, and snacks if I want it. And the way that it balances itself out is with the training, with the clean eating, and then with the food that I choose to consume that is good. It will put me on or slightly above my caloric needs for the day. So I should just be maintaining my physique and staying well fed. Because I'm eating a lot of protein, I'm going to be having that protein synthesis within my body. So I'm repairing my muscle tissue from the training that I'm doing. And then later on, why is it all blurry? When I go into a growth phase, I would be increasing my daily caloric needs. So I'll be eating more calories than I need to maintain my weight, and combining that with a different diet and training strategy. So there you have it. That's the breakdown of it. In terms of a detailed plan, that is what I do for a living. I create these plans for other people, completely personalized to your body, your needs, and your goals. So if that's something you're interested in, I am a physique coach. I do bodybuilding prep. I do weight loss, transformation. I do fitness. I do it all. So hit me up if that's something that you are in need of. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.